We're all about the Archers. I'm Philippa.
I'm Katie.
I'm Lauren.
And I'm Quentin, I think.
And we are here to talk to you all about the Archers so far this week. We will be covering the episodes on Sunday the 24th of March, Monday the 25th, and tonight, Tuesday the 26th of March. There will be spoilers and there will be hamstring kicks and squats. So what did we think of the week so far? Katie, thoughts? Observations? What did you think of the week so far? What did you think about tonight, Tuesday's episode?
Well, tonight I found myself lolling quite a lot. I laughed out loud quite a few times on a few bits. So there were a few good lines, as in when Lynda and Robert were doing their exercises with Freddie, and Robert, bless him, got in a bit of a squat. Then he said to Lynda, "You'll have to help me raise my body." I thought that bit was brilliant, bless him. And yeah, there were a few little bits, little gems, like the omelette and chips as the prize from the bull, and all these wonderful little things, wonderful little bits going on. But I'm kind of glad tonight was a happy, sillier episode, because the other two I've not really had a lot to say about.
Well, it finished with a blaring row, didn't it? Of course, in the pub tonight.
It did tonight.
Yeah,
bit odd.
The way George speaks to people,
women in particular. Women in particular, yeah.
Exactly. It's becoming more and more obvious that he is a huge misogynist, and just the way he speaks. Oh, it's just disgusting. I can't believe he's not pulled up on it more. And good for Jolene for giving him. I mean, maybe she did go in a bit hard on it, but he has been people like that.
He has been pulled up by Hannah. He's been pulled up by Emma as well, and he sort of he improves his ways, doesn't he? He mends his ways, and then he slips. So it's
isn't it?
The mask slips pretty quickly when he's riled, and it was shown by the way he had a go at Jolene tonight, saying, "Don't get your knickers in a twist, and you're mad," or something. Or it's not dreadful. But she said, "Right, you're banned." Good on her.
See ya.
But I felt sorry for Brad. I mean, bless him, and he wanted a lemonade.
He hasn't even made it to 18. He can't even have a beer.
It's a bit tough on him.
But Jolene seems a bit weird this week. I mean, the downs and the ups and the downs, and suddenly today it was all my darling, and she was fine and with a new outfit, and then again she
really
banned
good
them.
Impression.
I'm not sure what Jolene seems to be, really going through it at the moment. And not
she
on
was
an even
hugely
keel.
preoccupied, wasn't she, when at the beginning of the week? And I found her very rude and abrupt to Fallon. And despite, even if you don't want to lend members of your family money, understandable, even if you've got money flow problems going on yourself, the way she spoke to her was awful, followed by saying that she would offer her other support other than financial support. And I thought, well, I don't even think you're giving that. You're giving sort of really shirty vibes. I wouldn't be wanting to go to her with any advice or anything. But and then popped on a bit of Lippy. It's always showtime, and she'll have her Stetson on this weekend with a musical accompaniment. So it really is. Woo, woo, woo.
Customised Stetson, yes, for her Easter bonnet.
I can't wait to see this. I am so excited.
But this Jolene up and down business. I mean, there she is upstairs, all sullen and depressed, and up comes Elizabeth, and she shakes her out of it in a couple of sentences. It was all too rapid, wasn't it? Suddenly she's saying, "Do you know what? Yeah, I should." I shouldn't be made to feel intimidated. I don't want to be hiding up here. I mean, this is my pub. I'll do it. And Elizabeth, just popped into the room, hasn't she? And suddenly she's changed. It didn't ring true. Didn't ring true.
Really G'd up by Elizabeth either. So it was a strange choice of person.
I think that might send me up into my bedroom even more.
Yeah, me too, actually.
I'd rather have Jacob as a counsellor than Elizabeth, personally.
Oh.
I thought you were going to say you'd rather have Jacob in your bedroom. We thought, we know.
She doesn't deny
comment.
Interesting reference to Roy tonight. She's approaching Roy for a possible present. That's interesting. So Roy is still alive. So it makes me think now we've got the new Robert. Are we going to get a new Roy?
Oh, we must ask you guys what you think of the new Robert, because Philippa and I discussed it last week, but interested to hear what the two of you think.
Well, I thought, well, first of all, can you just respond to my incredibly insightful observation that are we going to get, do you think we might, is that an indication we might get a new Roy?
Yeah.
Possibly? I
think so.
I think we will. But in answer to your question, Lauren, because I do answer, I acknowledge your points. What I think this week so far has proved is I think we're getting the old Robert back this week. Suddenly there's that softness, that the way he manages Lynda nicely, which we really enjoyed with the other actor. Suddenly he's not irascible anymore. I thought his introduction was completely unrealistic, and actually it jarred. But this week, I always think they've got their act together. Thought actually he's not sounding enough like Robert, and suddenly he's supporting Robert, Lynda in her campaign. She's supporting him, and they're back together again. I thought we got more of the old Robert this week. Do we agree?
Yeah. What do you think, Katie?
Yeah, exactly the same. I think he just, because it's been so long since we've heard Robert, it was then suddenly, new voice, and then someone who's really grouchy and not Robert, who we all love.
Yeah.
And this week it has kind of mellowed down a little bit more. So I'm hoping that we are going to get the typical Robert back and the Lynda and Robert relationship and all of that back. Because it hasn't been
the old Robert is that he really knew how to manage Lynda, didn't he? He just knew exactly how to calm her down, how to encourage her, how to reassure her. He was nicely played. I don't want to lose that.
Okay, well, let's go on to faves and flops for the week so far. Lauren, I'm coming to you first. Any faves and flops that we haven't mentioned so far?
Massive flop. I just shut off my ears anytime anything about Bartleby the horse is mentioned. So I've probably listened to about 7% of this week's episodes because it's all just nonsense. Just so absolute.
It's so boring.
Yeah,
I don't give a quid about it.
I actually couldn't care less.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever cared less about anything in my life.
Yeah, but you know what a quid is, don't you? If you were listening attentively.
Oh,
Jacob says, I've noticed quids on the floor, on the ground. Food balls
pellets
on the ground.
Yeah.
Actually, balls was a theme this week, wasn't it? Considering tonight what happened to poor old Freddie.
It was.
Whoa. Look at Philippa sighing. Oh dear, sorry.
And I had to dig deep for a fave this week. I couldn't find much to feel faved about, so what I've gone for, you're all going to love it. I'm quite looking forward to the disciplinary hearing, because does that mean Harry's going to be back for a few episodes?
Oh, God.
And why not? Katie, faves and flops, what about you? What else is there?
So flops, I've had the cricket club chair thing, because that's been driving me up the wall. Personally, I'd rather hear Bartleby than the cricket club chair, to be perfectly honest.
I agree.
That has been driving me up the wall. Yeah, boring. Really, really dull. But then faves, I really loved Kenton's overly complicated relay egg and spoon. Off to do all of this, and if you drop it, you've got to put everything back and start again. And it was wonderful. I think it's the one time, well, not the one, but a main time that I've really wished that The Archers was visual, because I would love to watch this. Jolene in the corner with this Easter bonnet Stetson and just complete madness with Ambridge. So they were mine. Oh, and there was one other, the new peacock sound effect at Lower Loxley. Tonight it was constantly going off.
I didn't even pick up on that.
I didn't.
It was everywhere.
Oh.
Yeah, or maybe I've got a peacock. I don't know. Maybe there's one outside.
Some siren.
We didn't hear a peacock.
Smoke alarm.
We didn't hear a peacock.
I didn't hear a peacock.
What programme were you listening to tonight, Katie?
What sort of noise is a peacock making?
Very bravo.
Okay.
The award goes to...
Okay. I used to be in the Young Ornithologist.
Lovely.
Quentin, on the basis of that revelation, have you got any more faves and flops that we haven't mentioned?
Well, just picking up on Kenton's ridiculous relay, he called it a bull production, didn't he? Yeah.
He did.
I liked it. Two faves. I liked it when Harrison was trying to court Lynda and trying to flatter her, mentioning her MBE, and maybe she might get further awards, and she says, "I don't lend my efforts to good causes with the intention of getting gongs." like you don't, yeah. So I like that line, the way she delivered it. But my favourite bit was when Jacob was looking at Bartleby and assessing what was wrong with him, and telling George how much it was going to cost for his new diet and his arthritis medication. And George said, "Well, that's 45 quid a week." And Jacob said, 44 actually. Brilliant. It was so pedantic. Typical Jacob, so I ticked that. The flop for me, any reference of influencers drives me nuts. So, George banging on about all his followers and influencing. No. So
How
that's
many-
my flop.
Saying that they're interested in the horse. I mean, they're not.
It's a pony.
George.
It's a pony.
Sorry,
It's
the pony
a
horse.
pony. If you, Jacob says
That's
it's a
how
pony.
much I don't care about it. I think it's a.
Why should I care? I don't care. It's got 4 legs and it puts out and he produces quids. Sorry.
How
Sorry, Philippa.
many followers do you think George has? I'm thinking under 100.
Oh, do you? I was going to say sort of like healthy 400, where he thinks that people do care, but he's getting about 29 views a video.
I haven't even thought about it. I care so little. I haven't even thought about it. I can't even give you a number.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Food
Yeah.
is a quick
Have you
one
got-
as far as I'm concerned. We had cake, nice lunch, carrots, omelette and chips. I didn't have anything else.
Ooh,
Oh, what have I
Hiya.
missed?
chocolate eggs
Oh, yes.
and pony nuts mixed with water, a bit like pate, and soft hay.
I got one.
Oh,
They called it the veteran pony diet as well.
Oh,
oh, very good. You see, thank you very much.
Actually
for-
got one.
Bravo. Yes, it was just a strange week, but
come
I am.
back now, Quentin.
You finished yet?
We hadn't even noticed you'd gone.
Whoa.
I don't think
finished?
he's turned his camera off. I think it's just because I can't see Quentin. Can you see him?
Oh, I can't see him now.
No.
I think it's
I
intentional.
switched my camera off. I've got no interest
Oh,
in this
that's
at all.
all
Oh, you have seen. Oh, okay, fair enough.
I'm
fair
doing something
enough.
far
Quentin's-
more interesting.
Quentin's
Carry
given
on.
a visual representation of how I feel about Bartleby,
Yeah.
the horse pony donkey.
Have
My-
we finished talking about food yet?
Yeah,
Oh, God.
yes,
Right,
you're
okay.
fine. Just a quick thing. I am concerned because originally I was thinking Harrison would get to keep his job, but this week all the talk about Jolene worried about money and the mortgage coming up for renewal. I am concerned that Jolene is paying money and we haven't heard it to Marky, or there's something
Yeah.
going on
Yeah,
that's going to really scupper next week.
Because Kenton said to Elizabeth, he says, for no good reason, Jolene has suddenly started panicking about money. So Kenton can't understand why. And he's surprised that they can't lend any money to Fallon. And she's making up these excuses, Jolene, and saying, well, you never know, we might need some money.
Yeah.
So I think I wonder if she's paying some protection money already.
I think that's what's going on, yeah.
We didn't have any faves or flops from Philippa. She's very modest.
Well, I think we've covered most of them. I mean, most of this week was a flop. I liked hearing Lynda go on a walk with Monty and see some orange tip butterflies. I think that was the highlight of the week for me. I'm really worried. I'm not interested in Bartleby, but I'm worried
Can't even
about his
remember that.
health. And I
No,
don't
I
want... Oh, at the very beginning.
So
of
hold
the
on.
week.
Linda went on a walk none of us can remember.
I can't
and there's a
remember that
peacock
either.
that none of us heard. We've been really
We all
gripped.
listened.
It's going really
How
well.
good are we? Anyway, time is running out. I need your star
Thank
of the
God.
week. Quickly. Katie, who's your star of the week?
I really struggled, but I've gone for Kenton because of him trying to help Jolene and just help everybody else as well, like with Fallon and everything like that. Kenton, but it wasn't really a big star week.
Lauren?
I've gone for Jolene because of the way she spoke to George. Big star.
Oh. Quentin?
I've gone for Bartleby because he's poor. He's got nothing to do with him, and he's become the centre of attention. And I feel a bit sorry for him. Really, he's just trying to munch, but he's just producing quids, and it's worth it for Lauren's reaction. Really, so Bartleby's my star.
Nobody's noticed he's got no
because-
teeth and he's not
because it-
eating, poor thing.
I mean, frankly, I've been reduced to Bartleby because there's no star this week.
No. Philippa, who
So
was your
there you go.
star?
Well, I'd like to say Jakob, of course, but I'm going to say Kenton because, funnily enough, if you tune into this podcast on Saturday, you will hear an interview with Kenton. Yes, Kenton is on the podcast, so sorry, bit of a link there. Seamless.
Great link.
Seamless. You think this podcast was produced?
No, it's
Brilliant.
all, yeah.
It's incredible. Predictions. Katie, have you got any predictions for us?
I've got two. So first of all, I still think Harrison is going to lose his job and that him and Fallon are going to go off and start their little calf somewhere. Still sticking by that one. And then I'm wondering, is something more going to happen with Bartleby? Sorry, Lauren. And it takes the money that Ed and Emma have been building up and everything for their...
Oh my God, that will
tree
send me
stuff.
over the edge if that happens.
Because things never go well for them, so they're not
I
going to
might
get
never
this,
listen
are they?
again.
Oh, here
Sorry.
we go.
You're on in 2 weeks.
Oh,
Yeah.
find someone else.
Lauren, what are your predictions, apart from the prediction that you will be on this podcast?
I think Marky Mark might be resurrected himself over the Easter weekend, a la Jesus Christ. And I think out of the Robert versus Lynda, I think Lynda's going to win.
Quentin?
Well, I'm sorry, Lauren just nicked my marquee one. I think he's going to disrupt the egg relay race big time. Yeah. So, the Lynda Robert race, if they've got any sense, they'll vote for Lynda because she really will crack the whip and get things sorted. So I hope she wins. It'll be more fun if she does. Yeah.
And she's taken all the diversity off their hands then. Big tick, lovely.
Yeah.
Well done, Chris.
Well, my prediction...
What about you, Philippa?
Yeah, my prediction is about the cricket. I can't believe I'm going on about this, but I think they realise that they'd best be joint chair people, and then there's none of this rubbish because this whole thing is pointless. Just neither of them really play or understand cricket, so make them both joint chair people,
No.
and then we're done. That's my.
That was
prediction.
interesting, you chair, because Robert referred to chairmanship, and then about a couple of sentences later, it was all the reference was to chairperson. I noticed, so
Yeah.
it was interesting that a chairmanship got through the script meeting. But anyway, yeah. See, I was listening, apart from peacocks and pointless walks by Lynda.
Butterflies.
Butterflies, orange tipped.
She didn't go on that walk, did she?
I don't remember it.
No, I don't.
She did. Honestly,
didn't-
you doubt me
she?
and my butterfly knowledge.
Katie, do you remember?
No, not at all.
Well,
I never
I'm
doubt
off.
Philippa, ever.
I'm off to send you the link because, you know, this night has just been the professional high quality that we've demonstrated tonight. You know, awards are going to be flooding in, but that is us. We are off. As I might have alluded to, we will be back on Saturday with an interview with the wonderful Richard Attlee, who plays Kenton, and I'll be back on Tuesday with another midweek roundup with Katie. Please join our Facebook group. The numbers are growing and growing there. You'd be so welcome. And also you could support us on Patreon. Links are in the show notes. But we will see you on Saturday. Until then, it's a bye-bye from me.
Ta-ra from me.
Bye from me.
And all the best from me.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.